I am going to go on a little mini rant right here. I'm looking at the news on Twitter about this PlayStation Plus / Wario 64 tweeting the initial list of PS Plus Deluxe premium games for SKPSN Ball and Wonderworld is listed. Game selection will vary, but there's a whole list here, a bunch of games, and that's really, really cool. Whatever. I'm tired of looking at document sheets that look like this. Hey, here's our game. Here's our stuff. Look at all those games we got. What the hell is going on? This thing comes out, when does this come out? June 13th, in a couple of weeks, and we've heard nothing in the form of like an announcement from Sony. They've like tweeted spreadsheets. Here's some games that you're going to be able to play. I really feel like Sony doesn't want to do this PS Plus premium thing, doesn't want to do the Game Pass thing. I get this feeling that just Sony doesn't want to do this. They're not happy about this announcement. They're not happy that they've been forced, quote unquote, to do this thing, to compete with Game Pass. Compete under huge quotation marks. But it's just kind of baffling that Sony has not like put out a video about this, about a PS Plus premium thing. There's no like, oh, let me click on this video, let me see what this is really about. There's no video that exists from Sony that breaks down these tiers, that really goes into the library, a montage of games that are coming, cool graphics, interstitials. There's nothing. And that's so weird to me. Fumi, everyone loves spreadsheets, right? Sure, I like looking at a list of 300 games. Let's look at this list, actually. I'm seeing Lawnmower Simulator. I'm seeing Left Alive. God, I would love to stream that. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Ghost Runner. God of War. Gravity Rush 1 and 2. Deliver Us the Moon. Demon Souls. Desperados 3. Batman Arkham Knight. Final Fantasy 10/10-2. Final Fantasy 8 Remastered. Final Fantasy 7. Horizon Forbidden West. Those are game trials. Classic Catalog. Ape Escape. Ape Escape 2. Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. Fuck yes. Is Bug's Life here? Is Bug's Life here? I feel like Sony should be making a bigger deal about these games coming out. I feel like Sony should be like, dude, a good chunk of the PS1 catalog is now going to be playable on PlayStation for this subscription price. Where is the message? I'm hearing more information from people like Wario64, big shout out, Nibelian, big shout out, that are giving me this information. Those are the people that have given me the most information about this subscription service, more so than Sony. And it's just fucking bizarre, dude. It is so bizarre. Did Xbox do this with Game Pass? No, Xbox was touting Game Pass for like a year. They were talking about Game Pass and how great it's going to be. Before it was even a thing, they were talking about how great Game Pass is going to be. I think there was a beta for Game Pass. Like, they were really pushing Game Pass, and I feel like Sony just does not give a damn. They really don't want to do this. That's the vibe I get. I know that's probably not true, but that's the vibe I get, and it's a poisonous one. It's a poisonous vibe. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a week, they put out this big, 10-minute video where they showcase all these crazy cool games that are coming to PS Plus Essential or whatever the hell it's called, or PS Plus Premium. Terrible naming, by the way. Like, just really terrible naming. It's kind of complicated how the whole thing works. There's 3 tiers. I would not have done 3 tiers. I would have done just 2 tiers, regular PlayStation Plus, and then this one. But there's 3 tiers. That really complicates things. I know there's Game Pass Ultimate and everything, but there's like a clear... you can definitely see like what I'm getting with these tiers. With PlayStation, it's like, no, well, with the premium, you're gonna get an additional 300 games. Like, what? So why does the second tier even exist at all? Like, I don't even understand. It's like you literally are just like stop gating me just so I can pay a more premium price. Just get rid of the second tier. Just get rid of that. I don't need that second tier. No one needs that second tier. PS plus P, so PSP2. Got it. There are PSP games coming to this PlayStation Plus premium thing. It's ridiculous. PlayStation Plus, PS plus P. That's what it's called. I would have called it the PlayStation Plus Game Station. I would have called it something with station. There's a better branding mechanism there. Game Station. I would have called it that. Game Station Plus. Something like that, where it's like, this is the station where all your games are at. You know, like just something, just like some kind of excitement, something fun that like, whoa, that's this. You know, that's this thing. Or just, I mean, make PS Plus, make this the only tier for PS Plus. Make it where, like, oh, you can, you know, just call it PS Plus something else. But PS Plus Premium is not a fun word that rolls off the tongue. Saying that, oh, I got PS Plus Premium. They got Ape Escape 2. Get ready. No Ape Escape 3 yet. I'm already upset about that. And, like, how they're rolling out games, it's been just trickled down to blog posts and things like that. And it's just, like, frustrating. It's frustrating as a consumer, to be honest, to see Xbox do this so much better in every fucking way. So much better. PS Plus Special Station. That sounds better than PS Plus Premium. I would have called it PS Plus Plus. Do a double plus. I think that sounds better. Super PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus Ultra. That's fun. That's a fun word to say. I don't know. It's just really, really weird to get nothing from Sony in terms of like how they are, like when they're going to be releasing games on this service. How often do they go away? Do we have to worry about games going away? Stuff like what can we expect in the future? Are we going to when is the cutoff time? You know, like when God of War Ragnarok comes out, when does that come to PlayStation Plus Premium? Is that a couple months? Is that a full year? Like when does that come to that service? I'm curious about that. I don't think that's been discussed. There's like just so much up in the air here, and I feel like, you know, we're a couple of weeks away from the launch of it. It's already out in Asia. The service is already live in Asia, and there's only PAL versions of the game, like 50 hertz versions of games, and they look, you know, sluggish and not great. That's an issue. I wonder if that's going to be addressed. Is that how we're going to receive it in the States? I'm not quite sure. There's just so much mystery about this thing, and we're a couple of weeks away, and some people are already on the service. It's just absolutely bizarre. It's coming to Japan, I believe, on the 2nd of June. And I've gotten no information about this service, and it's frustrating as a consumer. Let me express my frustration. It's just a huge failure on communication, it seems, which honestly, yeah, communication is a super important thing that they should be doing. Yeah, I'd rather them come out and make promises and say, hey, look how cool this shit is. And oversell it. Fuck it, oversell it. Say that this is the future of PlayStation. This is a big deal. Look how all these crazy... We're going to be able to play Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 5. All the Tekkens, baby. All the Tekkens right there. You a fighting game fan? EX Layer's here. Fucking fighting EX Layer. Let's go. Marvel vs. Capcom 2? That might be a possibility now. Failure of communication is the best word you possibly could have used, chat. Piplup. That's the best. Yeah, just failure to communicate. Because I know that the service can be good. I know that there is something worth selling here. PS1 games fucking rule. There's a ton of nostalgia there. A lot of those games still hold up today, where people are going to return and play them. Now there's trophies being added to some of them, but there's no like definitive list of what games are going to have trophies and what games aren't. Like that's really bizarre. You have like studios having to come out, like Sony Bend having to come out and say, hey, Siphon Filter, that's going to have trophies by the... Why isn't Sony making that announcement? Why isn't Sony putting together a montage of PS1 games that now have trophy support? Like, what is going on? Am I the only one that's bugged by this? I feel like I'm the only one that's bugged by this. It's bizarre. It truly is. I'm excited for the service. I'm probably going to purchase the service because I'm a streamer and I love to play crappy PS1 games. Give me the filthy stuff. I love it. But I just feel like that there should be more fanfare in regards to this huge, big, bolstering, beautiful service that's going to shape the PlayStation for the next decade. I feel like that's something that we should talk about. I'd rather them have, you know, because Game Pass is such a cool service, and I like how Microsoft, Xbox, lets the player know that. And I've been told that multiple times, and it's like always in the back of my head, like, fuck, I kind of wish I had an Xbox. I wish Game Pass was more accessible to me. I kind of want an Xbox because of Game Pass. I don't want a PlayStation because of this service. This is not a reason to buy a PlayStation 5 because of this service. I just don't think it is. Yet. Or Sony has said nothing that would make me think otherwise. It's kind of frustrating. A little bit.